My name's Rebecca Fawcett and I'm the producer working on the Futures of the Past project. That means I am the person who coordinates the partners, and I work with the heritage sites, our evaluation consultant, and I try and coordinate everybody meeting together and developing and delivering those projects. I think the partnerships that have already been put in place, we're working with 13 partners, are a real strength of the project. I think the ability for young people to be consulted and to really get their voice inside the project, making it really relevant to them, is a real strength of the project. And also the fact that we now have heritage sites working with young people, which they may not necessarily have done before. So it's new and it's working with new audiences and trying to provide legacy, and that's really exciting. Well, it's always a strength and a weakness, but one of the weaknesses might be the fact that we have 13 partners and communicating with 13 partners can be quite tricky. So making sure we've got really clear lines of communication is going to be really important, and I think that might be a potential weakness for the project. Youth recruitment is very tricky if you don't get it right, and making sure we've got the right young people who want to take part and are actively engaged in the programme, it could be a weakness. And timescale. So the timescale of which we've got to do all of this work, and we're right at the beginning, so it's really exciting now, could be a weakness as well. I think the project is really going to give solid grounding for heritage sites across the region to work sustainably and really effectively with young people. Young people are going to have their voices heard within these sites, and we're actually going to develop programmes where heritage is relevant to young people now, and that's really important, and that's a great opportunity for other heritage sites to come in and learn from this work that's been carrying on in Lincolnshire. I think a real opportunity is that we have different heritage sites, really different varieties of collections and buildings, and there's opportunity for those sites to learn. So there's a lot of peer learning opportunities for the project, which I think is going to be interesting. I think making sure we've got really effective evaluation. Traditionally, projects like this haven't been that good at shouting about what they're very good at, and I think that could be a real challenge. So having really effective evaluation is going to be a challenge, and I said before, but I think timescale is going to be a challenge. We're at the beginning of the project now, but it'll run away. Those 18 months are going to go really, really quickly. We're working with 7 sites across the region with different cultural facilitators and different young people and different youth audience groups. And just the time's going to be a challenge. This project is kind of one of my dream ones. It's everything that you could want to do. It's working with young people in heritage where they've not necessarily had opportunities to do. I'm working with new heritage sites I've not worked with before. And it's about giving voices and making heritage relevant in a creative way, not a dull way, not boring. It's not going to be boring.